Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams, the 76ers. Here are the players arriving earlier, ready for action. Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Well, they're struggling to make a move, despite a commendable effort on their part.
Checking out the 76ers, they're playing fantastic basketball right now. I know it's early in the year, but surprisingly, they may turn out to be the team to beat.
So the Houston starting five. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dillon Brooks is out there with Thompson, and it's Şengün in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for Philadelphia, we've got George. He's out there with Kelly Oubre. Joel Embiid is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at shooting guard. Serving up some holiday basketball for you fans out there. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone.
Yeah, happy. Thanksgiving Eve to you as well, my partner. I mean, there's just something special about watching basketball during the holiday season. Hey, and we're in for a treat.
And Şengün throw it down.
Set him up, and Şengün executed the pick and roll to perfection.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Sinks that one from the post.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And Richard, the former second overall pick in 2021, we all see the potential for Jalen Green.
When you see the physical ability combined with his shooting range, he's got a chance to be one of the top scorers in this league.
And the first one at the line is good. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio. Along with the great value signings around the edges, Philly is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big three, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Now here's Maxey. Pass to Oubre. For three. Drops in the three.
Smart pass from the quick-thinking Maxey. Outstanding at finding uncovered teammates.
Outside, Green. The three is up. It's hauled in by Oubre. Here's Grimes. Guarded by Van Vliet. Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
Shooting two.
That free throw, no good. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
And he's good on the second. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here we go, the Sixers on the break. Oubre with room to shoot. He goes up again. Got a piece of it.
A little attitude on that swat. Şengün making his presence felt.
Oh, there's the alley. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Uses the glass on the layup.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And checking out some numbers for Alperen Şengün.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. That one falls.
Ready to play rough inside. Van Fleet navigates the contact.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. It's George on the wing. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
Şengün, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Prime shot is off. The Rockets have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside for Brooks. Hits a three-pointer.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. To the middle. Here's Embiid. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Embiid's got his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The Sixers trailing. Now George. 37 points his last time out. Here's Grimes. Lays it up and in despite excellent defense. Grimes has got 5 points. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Back to Van Vliet. Rebound by Philadelphia. This is the first they're seeing of Houston.
They dropped both games against this team last season. Just a shellacking they don't want to repeat.
Maxey with it. Now Thompson defending. And it's Maxey missing. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Thompson attacking.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse.
We talked about Fred VanVleet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. And Houston has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And it's hammered home by Green.
If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what was. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
There's a screen. Oubre against VanVleet. Here's Embiid. The shot misses. Good D by Şengün. The Rockets have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. And there's the lob. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Here we go. And here's Oubre. He's got 5. Yes, it's good.
Yeah, he's off to an impressive start. Always nice to get 3 of your first 4 to drop.
The Rockets trail. VanVleet scanning the floor. Pass to Thompson. Brooks against Oubre. And here's Şengün. 5 to shoot. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Oubre. He has 7. Shots blocked. Outside, Green. VanVleet finds Green. And here's Şengün. He's covered by Oubre. Lets it go. Şengün, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
For 3, Maxey. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
And VanVleet has got the ball here for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone. But in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul.
And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Landale's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Green comes in for Green. Eason's checked in for Brooks. And it's Shepherd in for Fred VanVleet. It's stolen by Drummond. Now here's Maxey. He's got 5. Pass to Gordon. And he's going for the oop here. And Drummond with the jam.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Shepherd. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. Houston with another miss. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Maxey with it, with the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Green. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Outside Maxey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
Maxey just completely disregarding the defense because he can.
Outside, Green. Here's Thompson. Oh, Drummond with a block. And they'll keep possession. Landale misses. The Sixers lead by 6. Pass to McCain. Now Maxey. Last game out, 36 points for him. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Thompson pulls it in.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Yep, count it.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Here's Maxey. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Drummond with the screen. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Both free throws good from Maxey. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Outside Maxey. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Landale with a screen. Here's Thompson. Okay, look out!
Man!
And attacking with reckless abandon, somehow Thompson able to get through.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
That free throw is good from Thompson. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Now here's Thompson. 13 points in the game. Pass to Shepherd. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter of the game. Landale. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Gordon, the pass to Drummond. It's hauled in by Landale. Houston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Inside, it's stolen by Drummond. And they're running. Here's Gordon. And he makes it on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 3.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Outside, Green. That one's good. This game is all even.
Yeah, Shepherd has a knack of getting his teammates open looks.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for the Philadelphia 76ers. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Philadelphia shooting efficiently, 50% so far. We've got Maxey. Andre Drummond is out there with George. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Drummond double-teamed. Clock at 6. For 3, George gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
The Rockets trail. Here's Green. Oh, Drummond with a block. Oubre against Green. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Oubre. And here's Brooks. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Adams with a screen on Oubre. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, what physicality from Adams down low. Brushing off the contact and getting the easy bucket.
And he's going for the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Rockets trail by 5. Van Vliet, the pass to Adams. The kick out to Van Vliet. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Outside Oubre. Here's Drummond. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. The Rockets have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Oubre against Adams. Chalk up 2 there. Adams has got 6 points.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Maxey surveys. Pass to Oubre. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brooks. He's covered by Oubre. Oubre with a steal. For the finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Şengün's checked in. And Houston has possession. It's a 5-point game. From outside the arc. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one.
The ever-evolving game of Şengün adding the three-point stroke. That makes him so much tougher to guard.
Rebound by Van Vliet.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Adams. Down low. Here's Green. Finding some room inside. Green.
Making things happen amongst those trees. Green, he's pretty relentless.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. You know, it's hard to understate the value Van Vliet brings to this team, Richard.
When you look back at Toronto's championship in 2019, he made some huge plays. When the moment got big, he came through and came out on top.
Here's Grimes. He's got 5. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work. And here are the Rockets now, trailing by 2. Van Vliet outside. It's stolen by Maxey. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
And he took off like a jet. Maxey, he's got some afterburners.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Adams. Brooks outside. The 3 is up. Houston with another miss. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's George. Drummond passes to Grimes. Drummond with the screen to the paint. And Drummond with the jam.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Adams with a screen on Maxey. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Sinks it from distance. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Drummond passes to Maxey. Here's Grimes. Green covering. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Pass to Green. Now here's Adams. George with a steal. Here's Grimes. He's got 7. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
From close range. And the shot's good. Now just a 1-point Philadelphia lead.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Pass to Drummond. And here's George. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Takes the hit and scores inside. Green.
The defense does have Green well covered, but look, he fights through it and finds a way inside.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Houston will go for a different look here. Green's checked in for Adams. Eason comes in for Brooks. Thompson, he's checked in for Green. And it's Shepard in for Van Vliet. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Outside Maxey. Pass to McCain. Embiid with it. Defended by Şengün. Oh, the process! Embiid flexing his muscles.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Green with a screen on Maxey. To the inside. Oh, deflected. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. And that one is hammered home.
Remarkable work in transition. Maxey just overwhelms the defense when the break is on.
Thompson against Gordon. Pass to Green. Outside Eason. Shot clock at 6. Here's Şengün. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Gordon. Rockets with a rebound. Thompson's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Shepherd. Green with a screen on Maxey. Down low. And it's hammered home by Green.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Now here's Maxey. 15 points in the game. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Gordon against Thompson. Pass to Green. Outside Eason. Now Şengün. Green in the post. Maxey covering and can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Here's McCain. The Rockets pull it in. Eason with the ball. No made baskets yet. Pass to Şengün. The 3-ball. The rebound by Maxey.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Here's Yabusele. Here's McCain. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Here's Embiid. Pass to Maxey. Throws it up high. It's 2-on-1. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Outside Maxey. Here's Yabusele. Here's McCain. Pass to Embiid. Oh, a vicious move by Embiid.
When we say Embiid does it all for his team, here's yet another example.
1:11 left in the first half of this one. Now here's Green. Outside Eason. Pass to Şengün. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Joel Embiid. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
First free throw is good. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his 3rd year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled.
He makes 1 or 2 that time.
Şengün's fun to watch on the block. Drop steps, spin moves, up and unders. This man will put on a clinic down low.
And here's Gordon from the arc. Fires in the triple. Gordon's got his 2nd basket on the night.
God, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Thompson. 15 points in the game. Outside Whitmore. Şengün in the post. Embiid's there. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 6 here in the quarter.
Defense puts Şengün to the test inside, but he stays cool and gets the shot to fall.
Embiid against Şengün. Now Embiid. Fires the 3, and that's not gonna go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Philadelphia on top, up by 3. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through 2 quarters.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution. They're playing within themselves and within the system.
Which I suppose accounts for the low turnover total. Or that's just me. And now a subject that's always of interest, player movement around the league.
One thing they get with Luka, he wants the last shot. And he's shown he's an elite closer.
No matter what gets thrown at him, he doesn't rattle.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Philadelphia leading by 3. So the Rockets 5 now. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot. Here's Embiid. Good D by Şengün. And the Rockets shooting a fantastic 57%. Green taking the bump.
The nice handle move there by Green.
And the 76ers shooting at about 51% for the game so far on this one. Maxey with a screen on Thompson. Van Vliet against George. Back to Maxey. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. No good with the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And he lobs it up. Tipped. Here's Grimes, guarded by Van Vliet. Here's Maxey. Count it. Maxey's got 19 points.
I'll tell you, when Maxey gets into his rhythm, he can go all night long.
Thompson, a screen on Maxey. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. And Grimes pulls it down. The Sixers lead by 3. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Left side, Oubre. Maxey on the wing. Clock at 4. Lets it fly. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. 21 points in the game.
When Maxey is feeling himself, he can really fill up that stat sheet.
Şengün, a screen on Maxey. Inside. And Şengün throw it down.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. 3-point lead. Pass to George. Now Oubre. Brooks defending. Oubre passes to Embiid. Good D by Şengün. Rockets trail by 3. Outside, Green. Van Vliet outside. Brooks outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Şengün. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And he gets that one. George has got 6.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Andre Drummond is checked in for Joel Embiid. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Maxey.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
And now let's take a look at the small forwards with the highest shooting percentages for the season. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
And this group does a great job of staying in attack mode. I mean, you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of shooting percentage.
That's true, but they can also fill it up from outside. This is a group that can score from anywhere on the floor.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Rockets trail by 7. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Ryan, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. And here's Thompson for 3. The rebound by Maxey. Maxey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Grimes. George against Thompson. Puts up a 3. George, and that's good. George has got 9.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
Outside, Green. Back to Brooks. Pass to Van Vliet. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. Oubre's got 4 rebounds now. Here's George. Good. And now it's a 10-point 76ers lead.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Outside, Green. Back to Van Vliet. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
There's a screen. Green against George. He can't get that one to fall. Green with the defensive effort. To the paint. Here's Adams. 3-pointer. Brooks knocks down the triple. Give him 8.
And you gotta at least honor Brooks' 3-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
George against Brooks. Drummond the screen on Brooks. Here's George. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
3-pointer, Brooks. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got 5 rebounds in the game. From the baseline. Oubre can't hit. And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. 7-point differential. Pass to Adams. Van Vliet outside. Puts the move on. Some solid defense from Maxey.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
George's shot is off. Rockets trail by 7. And here's Brooks. give him 8. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. So for the Rockets, Landale's checked in for Thompson. Eason comes in for Brooks. And it's Shepard in for Green. Here's Maxey. 21 points in the game. To the middle. Now here's Eason. No points so far. Van Vliet outside. To the wing on the left. Adams against Gordon. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Gordon.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw. Philadelphia leading by 4. Gordon with it. He's got 5. For 3. It's hauled in by Landale. The Rockets have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Van Vliet against Gordon. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And Houston making a change here. Green is checked in. And here are the Rockets now. Trailing by 4. And that one drops. Van Vliet's gotten 4 this quarter.
You could see it before the ball even got to him. Van Vliet was locked and loaded, ready for that thing to fly.
You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. But no wonder nothing seems to faze him.
Green with a screen on Maxey. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
McCain. It's hauled in by Houston. Landale's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Van Vliet. Green with a screen on Maxey. Van Vliet drives. Outside Eason. And here is Green. Van Vliet outside. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup. Van Vliet's got 11 points.
He may be undersized, but Van Vliet, boy, this man has fantastic touch around the rim.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Eason with a steal. Pass to Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Landale. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Yeah, one thing about Van Vliet, he makes the right decision most of the time.
Maxey against Van Vliet. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the jam by Drummond.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. The Rockets on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Landale with a screen. And here's Shepherd for three. And no good. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. The lead is 2. Over Van Vliet. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Sixers. Well, the Rockets' shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Van Vliet outside. Excellent D there from Embiid. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to McCain. A minute and a half left in the third. That three's off the mark. And the Rockets shooting around 45% since the break. And it's Shepherd missing. The 76ers shooting at a 44% clip in the third. Outside Maxey. Here's Yabusele. Gordon outside. Clock at 6. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
Well, look, it's not just about forcing a turnover, guys. It's about converting them in those opportunities and cashing them in.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Whitmore's checked in for the Rockets. And the second free throw is good. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Shepherd. Yet to see a basket. Landale with a screen. Down low. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Left side Maxey. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
And he knocks down the first one.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
And he makes both free throws.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Outside Whitmore. Green with a screen on Gordon. And he lobs it up top. And it's hammered home by Green.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Fast break. Here come the Rockets.
A surprising athlete. Shepherd's just 6'3", but he can get up there and stuff it.
The Sixers leading. Pass to McCain. Banked it in off the glass.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Now Whitmore. And it's good. 2 points.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for the Philadelphia 76ers. 25 points and counting for him. They have relied heavily on his offense. We'll be right back after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Joel Embiid, George out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's McCain in at point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Green, and it's blocked by Embiid.
The timing on the rejection, Embiid's feel for when to go after blocks is ridiculous.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Pass to Shepard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Easton. And there's the drive. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Joel Embiid. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
But in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Tari Eason is seen by some as a player on the rise, Richard. Things are coming together for him.
Yeah, his game is evolving along with his confidence. When young players put in work, they are going to get better, and that's what Eason has done.
Şengün with a steal. On the wing, Brooks. He's covered by Oubre, and that one's good for Brooks.
And just as tough as they come, Dillon Brooks battling for 2 points.
George outside. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Off target with the 3. The Rockets lead by 4. Here's Shepard. Pass to Şengün. And McCain pulls it down. The 76ers shooting efficiently, 50% so far. And Oubre gets it to go.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
Here's Brooks. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Pass to George. Here's the pick. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Houston.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Shepard, that's good.
Yeah, the control, the confidence, it's all on display there for Shepard.
76ers trail by 5. To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Oh, my. That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Screen by Eason. And he lobs it up to the rim. Embiid with a steal. Inside. And stolen by Green. Here's Shepard. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Paul George.
Yeah, Shepard's so creative with the ball. He confuses the defenders.
And he makes the first. Grant, soft touch, but hard nose. That's Reed Shepard.
Yeah, B.A. His shooting alone makes him a pro. But his tenacity, toughness, and commitment to his overall game give him a chance to make him a star.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little. They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Şengün, a screen on Oubre. Here's Brooks. Paddles through traffic and lays it in. Brooks has got 11 in the second half. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. Here's the three. Gets the three ball to go.
Great look provided by Embiid. The big man just dropping dimes.
Brooks outside. Left side, Green. Here's Shepherd. The three. Offensive rebound. And here's Brooks. Pass to Şengün. Oh, stolen by Embiid. And they're on the break. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Nice job by George to get out, run, and complete the break.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Outside, Green. Green takes it to the rack. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxi's checked in. Van Vliet's checked in for the Rockets. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Grimes. Green covering. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Embiid. Pulls up, high post. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, and it's just clear how comfortable Embiid is shooting the ball, especially from mid-range.
Here's Green. And oh, he just slams it over Paul George.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Pass to George. Now here's Oubre. Over to the wing. Embiid against Şengün. Unloads. Embiid misses. The Rockets have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
From G League to a big-time player, Van Vliet's journey is nothing short but inspirational.
It's George on the wing. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
The first free throw is good.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
Second free throw, no good.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Pass to Grimes. Oubre with it. Outside Maxey. And the layup is good. Maxey's got 10 points in just the second half.
Continuing to work, no give from Maxey, even amongst the bigs.
Now Green. And he's going for the oop here. Şengün, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
For three, Maxey. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Van Vliet. Goes up at the stripe. Paul George pulls it in. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. And here is Maxey. Brooks defending. He's got a clear path. The finish! And the finish on the break with the slam.
A rugged defender and terror in transition. Brooks is more than happy to do it all himself.
Maxey with it. Van Vliet covering. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Maxey's got 29.
Oh, I'll tell you what, in this fourth quarter, he's been locked in and has made some big shots for his team.
Green up top, driving in. And Şengün gets it to go.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Here's George. Got it. Good job in the low post. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Pass to Brooks. Takes the three, and that comes off the assist by Green. And the Rockets lead by 4.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Now here's Maxey. Good D by Şengün. On the wing, Thompson. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
Pass to Grimes. Embiid with it. There's the triple. Oh, Embiid knocking it down from downtown.
And no doubt the ball is going to go to Embiid there. Needing a bucket, and he gets it.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. The Rockets lead by 3. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
What separates Van Vliet from others is his competitive toughness. He is not going to shy away from a moment.
Embiid, a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Maxey. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Maxey's got 31 points. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Left side, Green. From downtown. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's George. Out to Oubre. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Rockets shooting 56% today. Pass to Şengün. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Working hard inside. Şengün, man, does he earn these calls.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Embiid. Oh, nice job, Embiid.
A list of guys as strong as Joel Embiid in this league is very short.
Here's Green. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Love the confidence from Green, showing he's got poise, taking and making big shots.
Here's Maxey. Ooh, Thompson with the block. Embiid passes to Maxey. Van Vliet with some nice D. The Rockets lead by 4. Brooks outside. Pass to Green. A minute 4 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by George. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And that's an intentional foul. No good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts him up 5. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Here's Grimes. Green covering. Embiid inside. Working on Şengün. Count it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
And who else do you want in this situation? It's all about Embiid, and he's ready to carry that load.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
There are guys that will take that shot, and there are guys that will make that shot. Green is one of those guys that will make that bucket.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Here's Oubre. Off the mark from 16 feet. so the Rockets take the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill.
Up next, the Clippers taking on the Wizards. For the Clippers, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it together and get things back on track with a win. Wizards, Clippers. We'll be right back after this. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And it's Bogdanovic in at the 3. And for Washington, Jordan Poole is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Corey Kispert. Then it's Sarr. And it's Middleton in at the power forward position. So, Doris, for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about 2 things. It's about maturity, 1, but you also have to manage both games. Look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
Harden with it. Brogdon picks him up. Brogdon against Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is why James Harden is considered elite. The ability to score even with aggressive defenders all around him.
Now here's Middleton. The Wizards working the ball around now. Chalk up 2 there.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Harden kicks to Zubac. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
With his frame and craftiness, James Harden should be an excellent offensive rebounder. Nice second chance opportunity there.
Here's Sarr, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. And here they come. The rebound by Middleton.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Brogdon. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Well, you know that Malcolm Brogdon has a high level of confidence in his ability to make perimeter jump shots. Doesn't hesitate if the shot is there.
Here's Powell. Good, nice job down low.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe shared a few moments with me. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front and center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing.
I had a chance to look at some stats for Kispert. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Not his best production, and I expect him to break through and get back on track soon.
I think he's been pressing a little bit too much. He just needs to relax and let the game come to him.
And the rejection by Zubac. Bogdanovich passes to Powell. Batum against Middleton. Harden has a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range. Kispert with it. This game he had 10 points. Brogdon finds Middleton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Bogdanovich. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 6th in three-point field goal percentage and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. And the foul called on Alex Sarr. That is his first foul of the game. Harden the pass to Zubac. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The more productive he is down low, the more minutes Zubac is going to get. That's just excellent execution and finish.
Pass to Middleton. No good there. Great D that time from Batum. Driving to the basket. And the dunk by Batum.
Nick Batum sees space and takes advantage of that space. That's a nice drive.
Poole with it in the corner. Middleton with it. Now Kispert. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Harden. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. There's Brogdon, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Wow, how about the balance and strength of Malcolm Brogdon? Give him the end one.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the night here. That free throw good from Brogdon. There's been a lot of turnover in Washington doors over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
The Wizards with the lead. Pass to Poole. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
You know, some teams just have your number, and that was the case between these two last season.
There's a reason James Harden is always near the top of the assist charts. That ability to distribute to teammates is elite.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's got 5. Middleton trying to break free, and that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got 7 points in the game. And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 2. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Wizards?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Free throw good from Harden. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
That's good from Brogdon on the assist by Holmes. 9 points in the game so far.
Wow, plenty of ways for Malcolm Brogdon to do damage on the offensive end. Painted area, no problem.
And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. Second, Bogdan Bogdanović.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
You know, that's a very steady bunch at the line, no doubt about that. In any kind of clutch situation, if it's one of those players shooting the big free throw, you can be sure he's going to come through.
With the long arms to snatch the ball and the long strides up court, Middleton, a one-man show.
Here's Harden, pass to Powell. And the Clippers miss again. Wizards leading by 4. Here's Coulibaly. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Middleton, a screen on Powell. Takes it inside. Coulibaly, no good.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Okay, James Harden showing you I've still got the vertical in my bag of tricks.
Holmes with a screen on Harden. Now, here's Brogdon. 9 points in the game so far. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
So it's the Clippers now, trailing by 2 in transition. Here come the Wizards.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Jones finds Harden. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Doris, recently the Clippers relocated their G League team, bringing basketball back to the city of San Diego.
Kevin, I absolutely love this because San Diego gets its first NBA representation since 1984. And yes, it's great for the city itself, but it's also a smart move by the NBA. You are tapping into an untouched market.
He's off on the first. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty draft record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young, and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Oh, good on that one. And talk about fit doors and guys who play to their strengths. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
So he can't get either to fall. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
And the Clippers have possession after the basket by Washington. They grab their own miss. A three from Bogdanovic. And the three ball is good.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
So a moment now to see the story on James Harden. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, getting around 24 points per, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Jones against Middleton. The Wizards working the ball around now. Back to Smart. Fires for three. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
To the middle. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got his second bucket of the night.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Middleton, a screen on Harden. Brogdon kicks to Middleton. Oh, good on the triple. Clippers trail by 5. Harden outside. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Middleton outside. Over Jones. Another one falls for Washington.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Pass to Zubac. Holmes with the steal. From 11 feet away. And no problem from Brogdon as he finishes at the rim. Now it's a 6-point Wizards lead. Harden against Brogdon. Now here's Zubac. Outside, Jones. Dunn right side. Jones with the screen on Smart. Clock at 4. And Jones with the stuff.
An example of Dunn showing just how unselfish he is, moving the ball well.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for Washington. Holmes with a screen on Harden. To the paint. Stolen by Zubac. 3-on-3. Shoots from 12. The rebound by Brogdon.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Middleton with a screen for Brogdon. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers trail by 4. Harden the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Middleton, a screen on Harden. For 3, Brogdon. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Harden. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Harden's got 13.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Middleton. 1 second left, and the layup is good. 8 points for him. And so it's Malcolm Brogdon making highlights for the Washington Wizards. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Here's Powell. He picked up 12 points in their last one against the Celtics in Boston.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Richaun Holmes out there with George. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Coulibaly in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. The free throw drops for Powell. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now, here's Poole. He has yet to score. It's hauled in by Dunn. Here's Beauchamp, and they take the lead.
Well, we know Ben Simmons loves to set his teammates up. They love playing with this guy.
Washington trailing. Poole with it. Out guarded by Simmons. Poole kicks to Smart. Now Coulibaly. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Coulibaly's got his second basket of the night. Simmons looking around. Pass to Beauchamp. Now here's Powell. He's defended by Coulibaly. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. The Wizards 5th.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And the Wizards making a change here. Kispert's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Batum's checked in. Outside, Smart. Pass to Poole. Back to Smart. There's the triple. And again, Washington no good. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Poole the pass to Holmes. Smart wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3-ball. Smart's got 6 points.
Well, Marcus Smart has come so far as a 3-point shooter. This guy very capable from distance.
Pass to Batum. Up top, Powell. Defended by Kispert. The shot by Powell, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Poole, no good. The Clippers trail. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Well, we know Nick Batum can hurt you from the perimeter. That time he shows you his ups. Go ahead, get up, Nicholas Batum.
Holmes with a screen on Simmons. Now, here's Kispert. He's guarded closely. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Batum. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Poole. From outside the arc, drills the three-pointer.
Well, we all know Poole considers himself a valuable three-point shooter. He will fire away indiscriminately.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to talk to his guys. Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28. And Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class. And I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots.